South Yorkshire, Nottinghamshire, South Wales, communities which have really become atomised when the mines closed. I wonder to what extent, though, it's also a fact that some miners miss the influence that they used to wield back in the 1970s. You know, they had the power to topple governments.
Absolutely, and some would argue that that's one of the reasons why the miners' strike happened. The economic force that miners wielded was considerable before the miners' strike. And this backdrop where we are at the moment, it's the exception that proves the rule. This is one of 4 deep coal mines left in the United Kingdom. Before the miners' strike, there were so hundreds of thousands of people have lost their jobs as a result of the pit closures. But, you know, one of the ironies about the miners' strike is it did politicise a lot of women who previously didn't have a great deal of interest in politics. Sheena was from Women Against Pit Closures, and Women Against Pit Closures played an important part in supporting the miners. I know you were fairly political anyway, Sheena, but just tell us not what happened in the past. You know, we know about the sort of damage that the strike did. What's its lasting legacy? What's the impact of Margaret Thatcher in terms of how she approached the miners?
The impact of how Thatcher approached the miners and the brutal way that she used the state machinery against the miners. These were working people, decent working people, paid the taxes, worked hard, produced the coal, which you know, this country got rich on coal. The way we were treated and called the enemy within for striking. We went on strike for the right to work. We wanted to work. When the newspapers, like they are today, are calling people who are forced unemployed scroungers and scum, that is not the case. We fought to save our mining communities. We fought for our jobs. Coal was being imported at that time from countries, Chile, South Africa and such countries like that, while we had lots of coal still in the ground as we have today. And as a result, we are being held over a barrel, paying extortionate prices for fuel and electricity, and people can't afford to switch the heating on now.
Sheena Moore, thank you. Well, there were celebrations last night, and I suspect that in areas like this, those celebrations might go on, excuse me, for a few days yet.